Hello guys, how are we doing? Today's video is going to be showcasing the Automaton and a couple of class setups I think are simply the best. As you probably guys know, Automaton is the second AR you unlock after the STG, and in my humble opinion it's one of the best longer ranges ARs, especially for the competitive game type. Before we get into it though, I just wanted to apologise for the lack of uploads recently. Life's been busy again. I think it's been 5 days since I last uploaded, so I do apologise for that. But I have had some absolutely awesome support on my recent console settings for Vanguard video. Thank you for any of you who are watching this who watched that. Thank you for that support. I think I'm at 442 subs as well, and I did initially have a target of 500 by the end of the year. So it would be awesome to do that. So make sure if you guys are watching, if you find any of this useful. I think only 30% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to me, and I don't want to be a beg. But you know, help a fellow brother out. Let's drop a sub on the channel, get me to 500 by the end of the year. Give me an early Christmas present, or a late Christmas present actually. That'd be smashing. Right, enough of me rambling on. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. Here we have the best Automaton class setup, in my opinion. This is usable in both the competitive rule set. So if you play GBs and you want a really strong AR. Give this a go, it's really nice. I actually stole a lot of the attachments from Priest's setup, who's a Rocker Pro player for Rocker, funnily enough. So obviously you can see the setup right there. I'll put it on screen, I'll put it down in the description as well. So we've got the G28 compensator, the Anastasia sniper barrel, the slate reflector, the Zac skeletal, tight grip, fully loaded, rubber grip, lengthened ammo type, which is a must. I say the two must attachments here are the Anastasia sniper and the lengthened ammo type, and then the Carver foregrip. That's not quite the attachments I'm using on this setup in the video. There's a couple of things I'm using in the video, including a silencer. So in pubs, a lot of the time people are running radar, and you're not allowed silencers anyway on like the competitive rule set. So yeah, I would sometimes swap out the G28 compensator for the Mercury silencer, just to give you a bit more of a stealth, you know, in your game. So if you want a wide flank and you got a few kills, you haven't got enemies knowing exactly where you are when you do shoot. So yeah, I would fully recommend that. You could also try out a magazine on pubs, especially if you play Blitz, which is like the super, like almost ground war sort of game mode. The 75 round drum is nice because you don't have to hardly reload. But it does ruin your aim down sight time as well as your movement speed and your reload speed. But if you could compensate against that by putting on, you know, ADS attachments. So for example, instead of the rubber grip, which helps out the recoil control, you could, for example, put on the fabric grip for the ADS speed, or you could in fact change the Carver foregrip to the M3 ready grip, which also makes it a bit more mobile, although it does have a detrimental effect to your recoil. So they're probably the only real changes I would probably make. So, as I said, go back to the one on screen if you want a really competitive one, suitable within the GA rule set and everything like that. However, if you want something that's good for pubs, maybe swap out the M3 ready grip if you want to, you know, faster ADS time. Put a silencer on and maybe make the barrel a bit longer. Not the barrel, sorry, the magazine. My opinions on the gun? It's good. It's a solid gun. As I say, it's the best. Well, the setup I've got anyway, which I put in which you saw the image of, is the best long-range setup of an AR for comp. I don't know whether you guys might not be following the comp side of things and all the competitive rules set, but you're not actually allowed vital or any damage mags in the competitive rule set. So it does mean that the fall-off damage of the STG is quite large, which does simply make the Automaton, as far as I'm aware, the best AR at range. I haven't really managed to level up any of the others. So for example, my STG is level 70, my Automaton is level 70. I've actually skipped all the way straight to the Volk, or the Gewehr. I've probably absolutely butchered the name of that. But that's a super fun gun to use. That was actually, in my opinion, the best gun in the game as an overall, you know, as a flex sort of gun. But I am going to be dropping a gameplay of that and the best class setup later on, possibly this week, maybe the beginning of next. But as far as other content on the channel is concerned, I've been playing a good amount of GBs, from duos to trios to quads, and I've got gameplay of probably, I think, all of them. Maybe not duos. Sorry, maybe not trios. So for those guys who follow me from Cold War League play, I've got something for you. Don't you worry. I've got some GBs coming up. They have changed some rules. They are always amending what isn't allowed in the GA rule set. So hopefully these class setups might change. But this is one thing this is one setup which I think is generally quite fair. It takes a little bit of skill to use. It's not exactly as much as a beam as a Krig. The Krig you could just add literally no recoil with the right setup. This you do have to control a little bit, but overall it is relatively manageable. Shall we just ignore the fact I could just completely end my life over the edge of the map right there? Oh, embarrassing stuff. Talking of the gameplay, I dropped nearly 70 kills, which I think isn't bad considering this is mainly a sub map. Blitz is an absolute shit show on this map, and with a long range AR, which is this, the class that I have got. I didn't think nearly 70 kills was too bad at all, really. So yeah, that's what's happening there. I'm sort of relatively new. Stims I'm not really using anymore, simply due to the fact that I just don't see the point. They take so long to use. They almost need almost a buff to speed it up. So probably don't use stims as much anymore. And I've switched out thermites for gammon bombs. The perks I'm running on the class are Ghost, Radar, and Tactician. Tactician, as I say, is to reload the stims. So if you're alive for a long time, you can use an unlimited amount of stims, essentially. Ghost, obviously, stay off the radar. When they've got when they've got a spy plane up, obviously radar, so you can see where enemies are when they shoot. That's pretty much going to do it for me. As I said, coming up later on this week is some GB gameplay. Or if you guys don't know what GB is, it's essentially like a third-party league play where you can do 4v4s in the competitive rule set. So that's coming out later this week. I've got another class setup for the Vault possibly coming out. I'm constantly grinding. I'm trying to get some good gameplay for you guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed any of this, if you found anything useful, anything sounds exciting coming up, make sure you drop a sub. Comment if you have tried this setup, how you get on, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. So that's been me. I will see you guys later. Ciao for now.
Dog on the way here. We're breaking their bank!